Hey, it's all about quality, not about quantity. Right? Let's get back to another round of Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
Ow! And Huck, I think that one does apply. I know you don't like that rejoin, but quality over quantity today.
It is, actually. I think today you're correct.
It is Brewsday Tuesday, and we are in
Jolly old
England today.
Yes, we are.
You handed me a gnarly looking mofo.
Yeah.
This is. Oh, so yeah, you're right. This is. I guess it says 10 years. Is this Thorn Bridge only been open for 10 years? Is this like an anniversary?
Yeah. So what I was trying
Congratulations,
to
decade
do,
old. This is the Thornburg. Real quick, because I'm gonna pour it and start drinking it. How do you pronounce that though?
Japur.
This is Thornburg's Japur Indian Pale Ale. All right.
And that's an Indian word. I didn't look it up, but I will. And but anyway, so what my intent was to find 2 old beers and 2 new beers from England.
Noobs.
So ended up I kind of did, but I kind of didn't here, because yours is definitely a 10-year-old brewery. But I found this beer. It's called the J.W. Lee's Harvest Ale matured in Cavallado's casks. And I looked it up, and this beer has only been around for 16 years, but this brewery has actually been around since 1828. So
yeah.
I wasn't completely successful in terms of the brewery, but in terms of the beer, I hit the mark.
Well, there you go. Yeah, new beers from one old brewery, one new brewery. Speaking of breweries, that got me thinking, and I'm sure I've probably asked you this before.
Did that hurt when you got thinking?
Yeah, a little bit. Luckily, I got the beer. The Samuel Smith that's been around since 1758.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a long time, like 206 years or whatever. Do you know what the oldest still functioning brewery is, and where it is, and how old it is?
It would have to be a monastery.
But I mean,
have to be.
I mean, commercial though. Commercial.
Well, they're commercial. Trust me.
Are they?
Yeah. That's what they make their living on. We can do that. We'll do that another show.
Look that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a lot of older breweries out there. But, beer really didn't get going good until, like, 1700s. But, like I say, there's monasteries that have been making beer since the 1300s. I was actually working on an article that I never finished about the history of beer.
Sounds about right.
History of beer. I'm still working on it.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, I haven't finished it. But the history of beer, actually, they made beer, like the Dogfish Head Midas Touch comes from a 4,000-year-old recipe. So they've been making beer for a long time. And traditionally, women made beer. Men did not make beer, except for monks. And so the only commercial breweries...
So that's why the monk's beer is so good.
I would not even go there.
I'm joshing.
I would not go there. I'm married, and that's probably why you're not. In any case. So the monks have been making beer since the 1300s, for money.
Damn good beer.
We've had a few Belgian monkish beers.
I love them.
Yeah, we'll have some more. Maybe that should be coming up soon.
No doubt.
But
so,
anyway.
So did you find anything interesting when you were looking up these breweries?
Well, I started with the one I've got. What I have is a J.W. Lee's Harvest, which it says ale matured in Cavallado's casks. So this is a barley wine.
Oh, you got a barley wine over there?
Yeah, and this is a 2013 vintage Harvest Ale.
The barley.
And it's interesting.
It's a big boy. What's the ABV? Obviously, if it's a barley wine, it's got to be up there.
11.5. And I'm just kind of getting into whatever a Cavallado's is. I might have looked that up.
I don't know.
Because it's weird. The taste is a bit weird.
Isn't that weird?
It's a bit
Does
strange.
it taste funny?
Let's see. What the heck is a cow?
Well, while you're looking that up, I'm going to drink this. Thornburg, how'd you pronounce this again? Japur?
Yeah. Or Japur.
Japur. It's 5.9% over here, this Japur, a product of the United Kingdom. And while you're, Googling stuff,
misspelling the
maybe
word.
I'll read the bottle and let people know what I'm sipping over here, because this is pretty good. It's light. It's refreshing. Thornburg Brewery is a collaboration of innovation, passion, and knowledge. Oh, this is about the brewery. Our brewers come with a variety of experience, but all share the same desire to make great beer. Blah, 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 blah. We make great beer. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so
Okay.
apple brandy barrels.
Apple
which
brandy.
explains.
And look at that color. You can tell that looks like apple cider with some brandy in it.
Yeah, it really does taste. I mean, I really
You got that
get
flavor?
the apple brandy. I'm a big fan of brandy, mind you. You know, I once cooked with brandy and didn't have anything to eat at the end because I drank all the brandy. But, yeah, this is just tasty pudding. You know, barley wine is my favorite style of beer. Throw a little apple juice. I'm like a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Kid in a candy store over there.
So, but these guys have been around forever. But let me I did look your beer up, too. So let me pull that up real quick.
Hapier. It's got like some statue on it. I don't know if that's from the United Kingdom or not.
So they've been around since 2005. It's a 10-barrel brewery, which is quite small.
Yeah.
On the grounds of Thornbridge Hall, which is apparently some big place. And
how interesting.
It is interesting. I'm going to find the beers here.
I'm going to sit quietly while you
no,
Google
don't do that. So Thornbridge. But, you know, the American brew scene was created by a guy named Michael Jackson from England.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Not the same
MJ.
one. Not the same one, who came over here and was examining all our home brewers and our young beer industry back in the 80s. And so he brought them all here. And he got everybody here going. So now it's going in England. Heck, it's going in China. There's some brewer that's traveling to China trying to, you know, sell his beer. But what he's doing is he's finding out they're homebrewing over there and everybody wants to make craft beer. You know, what a market. You know, 18 billion people. I mean, I don't even know how many people over there.
A lot
of people.
Yeah, no doubt. That would be a smart market to tap into. Get them all hooked on craft beer.
Oh, wait, these guys make a beer called I Love You, Will You Marry Me? It's a strawberry blonde ale.
Yeah, you're not going to.
She won't be true.
I was going to say, a strawberry blonde. Well, I guess.
Wait. They got one named Huck.
And
it's a double IPA.
Shut the Huck up.
Got to get some of that.
Shut the Huck up.
Oh, wait, they made it with huckleberries. I'm telling you, they make a lot of beers.
Honestly, I was about to crap on the strawberry blonde ale for a wedding proposal, but you know, chicks dig that kind of stuff. They might like that.
So they're not really saying too much about the Japia.
Whatever.
All right.
I can tell you pretty much about it. Here, I'll untap it right now, man. The Japierre.
Yeah, untap it.
It says Indian Pale Ale, but I'll tell you what, man. Look at you see what's floating in there?
Oh yeah.
If that's not hashtag unfiltered, I've never.
Yeah. That's nice looking.
I don't know if I've seen a beer more
interesting
unfiltered than that. But yeah, this is for an IPA, man. This is pretty light, and honestly, I don't know if I.
Okay, so Jaipur is the capital of India's Rajasthan state. It invokes the royal family that once ruled the region, and that in 1727 founded what is now called the Old City or Pink City for its trademark buildings color.
All right. Before I say what I'm about to say, what exactly makes a beer an IPA versus something else?
Extra alcohol and hoppiness.
See, yeah, I'm not getting that, man.
No, I'm looking at it.
To me, this does not taste like an IPA. You can confirm, I guess.
Yeah.
Here, take a swig. Let me know what you think of that. Because to me, this is an IPA. Like, this is super lacking in hops. This is definitely more of a pale ale, in my opinion, or maybe even a Heffy. What do you think?
I've got this heavy beer on my mouth, so it's hard to tell. It's almost like. It's almost. It's way light.
I'm not dogging on it because it's good.
I got no hops.
Because really, this is my style right here. But I'm not really thinking it's properly labeled. So I'm not going to take any points off for that. Maybe a little bit, but it's still really good. I mean, really, I shouldn't. Look at all that crap floating in there. It's like gelatin.
Well, it's probably bottle conditioned.
Yeah.
They're only a 10-barrel, 10-barrel brewery, so they're probably bottle conditioning.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, I do really enjoy it. One final sip to make sure I get it right.
It looks interesting. Looks like a lager almost.
I'm gonna give it I don't know if
it's very light.
Seems light for a lager.
Very light tasting.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. It could have been a little bit longer, but I don't like the mislabeling it like that. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not true to style.
Especially in America, when our IPAs taste nothing. I guess you got to take that in consideration. It's a foreign IPA.
Yeah, I would say an English IPA is traditionally not as heavy as an American IPA.
Clearly.
But that's not the right color. I mean, if you're just looking at the standards for beer, the BCJ, whatever, P standards, it's not even good color for that beer. So,
All right. Well,
so
what do
I'm
you
drinking
think?
this yummy apple syrup over here.
Remind everybody what it's called again.
This
Who
is
was
the
by?
J.W. Lee's Harvest Ale, matured in Calvados. Calvados.
There you go.
Brewed in 2013, and they had 3 vintages of this at the vintage cellar, and I may go get a couple other vintages.
Because
But it was a little pricey. You know, to
I
yell
saw that
out.
on the back.
And it's really tiny. It's a tiny little bottle.
Yeah. What is? That's not even.
Like
Is that a
10
12
ounces?
ounce? 10 ounces?
9.3.
9.3 ounces. So you're
Yeah.
paying over $1 an ounce.
Over
there.
$1 an ounce.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This is like good heroin. I'm just saying. It's very sweet. I mean, it's supposed to be a barley wine. If I didn't know it was a barley wine, I would probably judge it differently. It's the same as your beer. But it's good, and it's high in alcohol. These are things Huck likes.
Yes.
Huck really likes.
Honestly, I think
I'm gonna
those
give
are
it
the
a
two.
4.5.
Those are the two most important things, in my opinion.
If they had attenuated this a bit further and gotten a little, it's really almost sickly sweet. If you get rid of just a hair of that sweetness, which would have increased the alcohol to maybe 12 or 13, this would be a really, really good beer.
Awesome. Well,
This
there
is
you
a
go.
good beer now, but it could have been an excellent beer.
So, England, when it comes to beer,
They know what they're
overall
doing.
pretty good. Not too shabby. I don't know if we're going to travel somewhere else in the world next week or what we're doing, but we are open to suggestions.
Anyway,
If they
let us
want to
know.
if they want to email you, how can they get a hold of you, Huck?
HucksBeerBuzz@gmail.com.
Or, of course, Huck's Beer Buzz on the Facebook, on the Twitter, on the everything.
You can friend me. I'm
Reach out.
completely not hidden on Facebook. I don't block anybody unless you're political. Then you can still talk to me. I just won't read your stuff.
And you can shoot me an email to DreZ@1053thebear.com if you got any ideas or beers that you want us to drink. Who knows what we got in store next week, but I'm sure it'll be good, and I'm looking forward to it, Huck.
Oh, I can't wait.
Always appreciate you coming in, brother. We're going to take a quick break, and we're getting back to the rock right after this on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.